You have two writers who I never could really take away anything from their writing or commentary in years, although they were very successful and both clearly backed by lots of capital. I
Hmm.
mean, massive grant for Ta Nahasi Coates to be at Howard University, all this capital going into this abundance movement for Ezra
Hmm.
Klein, which really isn't a movement. It's just a repurposing of neoliberalism following all of the damage that it did to the American public, especially in the Rust Belt. And you look at these abundance conferences where they're telling you why we can't have universal health care. And it's just a series of corporations sponsoring it. I mean, they're propping him up. Ta-Nehisi Coates was propped up at the Atlantic. He sucked up to former Israeli prison guard Jeffrey Goldberg to get
I
where
wanted
he.
that to come up so badly. I want him to be asked about that so badly, but he won't do interview. I mean, to this up till now, he hasn't done any interviews with anybody like us who would be willing to ask him something like that.
No, and so he's not actually speaking to that many people, but he still has this elite status because of those who built him up, because he was safe. He was safe to Jewish. He was a black writer who was safe to Jewish Zionist power, which controlled the Atlantic, which has been a major base for propagandizing for genocide all those years, and which produced Ezra Klein, who represents Jewish Zionist power. And so I saw two neoliberals with Ezra Klein offering a more like Clintonite, let's sister soldier the left vision, and Ta-Nehisi Coates not pushing a class-based vision or an anti-war vision, but pushing what he always has, which is a warmed-over Afro-pessimist vision, which is that this country cannot fundamentally change because it's rooted in racism and settler colonialism. Therefore, we shouldn't even try, and all we should do is push a kind of racial politics when neither of them have any critique of Obama. In fact, Ta-Nehisi Coates' principal anger was that Charlie Kirk's base didn't cry when Obama became president as he did. And there's this whole group of people in the country that don't cry and get inspired by Obama. Like, you should cry that Obama for what Obama did, that he destroyed one of the last independent, powerful African countries in Libya. But there's no critique there. No critique came out of his time when he was in France trying to follow in the footsteps of James Baldwin about colonialism. Obama's still a hero to him, and Ezra Klein as well. And the sad thing about it all is after all this whole debate, where did Obama line himself up? He lined himself up with Ezra Klein. He's endorsed the whole abundance movement.